How's it going, guys? We're going to be checking this out. StreamYard is a new software. We're going to try this out. Virtual Knife Show is what we're going to try and do. We'll also do the giveaway. So we do have the giveaway coming up that we're going to do for the capybara. That's going to be the one that did get damaged at one of the shows. But that is something that we're going to be giving away. Yep, so that's going to be what we're going to do. Now, if you guys are coming in, then this will be the thing. I'll be going to hang out for a while. We'll talk about things. If you want to see a knife, I'll grab it from the shelf, and then I can show it to you, walk it through, put it under a microscope. A lot of different things that we can do with it. We're going to do 2 giveaways for this show. So we're going to do the kitchen knife. There's going to be this one and also the Osprey. Those 2 are going to be given away as part of the show. So we're still trying to get to 1,000 plus for subscribers. So if you guys are not already subscribed, then feel free to do that. We do have the sale going on as well. So this is going to be the sale that is happening for QSP Knife. We do have the spring sale going on right now. So you can see that right here. And we're going to go to live here. There you go, Tim. How's it going, Tim? So I don't know what the delay might be for it, but we're going to be doing a few things, doing some giveaways. If you have any knives that you want to check out, then let me know. But we do still have the spring sale going on. Also, let me know if the audio is coming through. I'm using an earbud instead of my normal microphone that I use for the other videos. But that's where we do have the spring sale. So if you have not checked that out, we do have that on the website now. It's going all the way till the 31st. Knives are life. How's it going, sir? So we're going to be bouncing around on this one. So first time using StreamYard, it is kind of the platform. So if it works out well, then we're going to go and use it. Not too bad, just a little muffled. So let's try and switch microphones back. I do have it on the earbud currently, so let's try this. Settings, audio. Check. Just switch out. So there's going to be the audio coming from the Sennheiser. So let me know if that sounds any better. Otherwise, I do have like noise reduction and whatnot going on. Yeah, Tim, I don't know how to do that. So this is going to be totally new. But yes, I'm very open to that. As far as any moderation, do let me know if the sound quality did improve for switching over to the Blackmagic system, going off of that Sennheiser instead of the earbud. What's up? What's up, guys? So we got a few people coming in, so that's awesome. So it seems to be working pretty well for the software. And again, it's one that a lot of people use for the StreamYard application. So if it works well, we'll go and pick it up and start to use it on a normal basis. But the idea behind this is going to be kind of a virtual knife show. So for folks that can't make it out to the shows, then let us, well, I mean, just look on our site, see if there's something you like. If you have questions about it, I'll go and grab it. And so that's going to be how it goes. Very simple, no worries at all. Yeah, Tim, if you let me know how to do that, I will definitely do that. I just don't know how. So it's very appreciated for sure to be able to get that set up and to have a moderator and drop links and everything else. So that would be very cool. But we're just testing things out, seeing how the system works. Right now, there's the chat window up. I can throw in banners. Saw the mouse going through there. So banners I can throw up there. So Virtual Knife shows up there now. And then we do have other ones that we can throw up here too. Save. So this guy up. So everything's on QSPKnife.com. That's going to be now where all the information is for us. But that's where all the information is going to be for the products as well. So check those things out. Actually, I don't know if we even need this, but I was using this. Now I'm using the microphone that's up top. So again, let me know if the sound qualities come in properly. And then if it is, then I just will put that away because I don't need that. But that's going to be what I'm going to be using. So we're going to go through the first one. Anybody that I think this is going to stay. If not, then we'll have to redo it. But I'm going to do the picker for it for the person that's going to win for the capybara. Capybara got damaged a little bit at one of the shows, so there's going to be the one that's we're going to giving away from a previous video. So there was some tip damage to it before. Did get it fixed, so it's not going to be damaged now. but that's going to be where we have that tip was damaged. It was bent over a little bit. So we did get that fixed out and put on the Tormek, took out the tip bend and resharpened. Yeah, so a lot of our dealers are able to now pick up those sales, so they are able to do that. And let me see if I can make these comments bigger too. Yeah, so it doesn't seem I can do that. What's up, Gabe? How's it going? That's the one we're going to give away for that capybara knife. So that's going to be the one that's going to be on the table. We're also going to do kitchen knife and also the Osprey. So if you don't have a kitchen knife from QSP, we do have the QSP knives out now, and that's going to be the ones that we're going to have. We also do have the Osprey. This I just threw up there for size comparison reasons. But if you guys have any other knives that you want to check out, then I'll grab it and pull it out, and you can put it in the microscope, see how it looks, let you know kind of how the action feels and everything. So it's just something that just kind of give you an option to see what else is out there. We have probably about 40, what is it? Maybe about 45 active models right now. So including the penguin, of course, which is very popular. Otters doing well, canaries doing well. So a lot of different things out there for it. But we're going to do this giveaway real quick. So one of the videos for the capybara is the one that we had for that. So we're going to do this giveaway. I like the layout of this. I know there's another picker that you can use, but this one seems pretty good. So it's allowed for that. We're going to go change this over to keyword. And if you did watch the previous video, you would know what I'm doing here. So that was the word that was used for that. And then we'll see who won. And so it's very good odds. You only have 1 in 20 chance of winning over a $300 knife, which is fantastic. So we'll pick who that is. So that's Say Eager 5559. So they actually can put in the name and everything else. So they're the one that can win that. Must be 18 years or older. Must be United States address. If you have somebody else to send it to, that's great. I'm going to take a picture of this so I know who I need to contact. So just like anything else, any of the contact and games and prizes, you're going to have different people in the comments or anything else say that you won something. If you didn't get reached out to, or if you aren't in the actual comment side of things, then you probably didn't win. So do not reply to things other than from QSPknife.com. So that's where we'll reach out to you. So it's going to be email address, normally going to be probably for me. It's going to be info_USA@QSPknife.com as far as that email address, or from the YouTube side. So if I reply to a comment and ask them for some follow-up information, that's where you'll find that too. Yep, so I'll reach out to them. If he doesn't claim it, then we'll go on from there. But these are the ones that we have. So for kitchen knife, this is the Santoku style. Oop, if we can get in focus there. Focus. Doesn't like the shiny. Okay, so that's going to be the knife, maybe. I think I'll turn on the product one. My camera's being... Oh, there you go. Nope. So this is what tests are for, to try and figure out how things are going. Yeah, and then the value's been pretty good for us, Tim, and also just been nice to see how things have changed over time. Because I remember when QSP would go to different dealers and they go, not interested, and then they go, well, who makes the product? Where is it made? Why are you guys making it? So now people actually come and check us out and come over and know the products. So it's always good to try and expand onto different markets as well. So that's why we're kind of moving our way up. So we're not going away from the budget side of things, but we are having the mid and the premium line. And then the 2 awards we won last year, we haven't won anything yet for Blade Show. So hopefully we can pull something in. But last year we won for the Rhino, and then also for the Bison. So that was a Texas Blade Show last year, 2023. And then also we had one for 2023 for the Utah show for the folder. So we did win some awards. Those are the first ones for the company since 2017 when the brand came out. So that is going to be something that we do have available there. So what we're going to have is later on, anybody have any questions, I guess? So this where just if you have any questions, again, this is a test format, so it's kind of just a live thing where you can kind of ask questions. I can pull out different products if you have different questions about products, anything on the website that you might have for that information, and then we'll kind of go through those things. Have myself some chai tea. Uh, Pick that up. Costco has it. It's actually pretty good. So that's where I'll be drinking this throughout the stream. But that's where I'll have that. My kids actually made this for me. But yeah, kitchen knife side. So we have 6 different variants on the kitchen knives. This one's 14C28. Going to be probably about a high 60s for the HRC. And then we have the Damascus versions for another one that we do have available. But if you guys have anybody else that wants to also jump in to basically learning about our products, then send them over. We are at 807 subscribers, so congratulations to everyone for joining in. Thank you very much for joining in. So it's something that we're building up to at least get out there for being able to reach the community, let you guys know about new things coming out. If you didn't know, we do have the 2 models coming out next month. So that's going to be the unicorn. So there's the one that's coming out. There's a button lock. So this one's coming out for the unicorn. And then we do have our crossbar lock. This one's going to be called the Volt. So this one's going to be coming out too. So it does have a bolster style system. So this is where basically these scales would come off. And then you do have this, this comes off as well. So there's this screw goes through this bolster and the pivot. So as you see, it doesn't have any kind of show through as some of the other ones. So this is where you're going to pull whack on it. That's going to be that action for it. So it works out fairly well for what we have going on. And then these are going to be coming out now next month. So it's coming out very soon. This one's a Jacob Lundquist design. It does have also the pocket clip on the back side of things. So very deep carry pocket clip if you're looking for that. So easily swapped over to the other side. There'll be 6 different variants of this model. This one's going to be 14C28. They're still working on the final pricing, but it is going to be under $100. 14C28 aluminum bolsters, steel subframe basically. So this frame is going to be a steel, some weight relief on it for the inside, but there's going to be our glide lock, which is our crossbar lock. So that's going to be a Jacob Lundquist design on this guy. Yeah, canary folder. Now I agree with that one. That one is one that I really want to have kind of a kind of family feud type of thing. So I would like to have the canary and the penguin kind of almost not duke it out, because if you want to have a family type of battle there, but it would be nice to have those two kind of really pick it up, because we do have the canary for the neck knife. Then it went over to the folder. Then we have the big fixed blade knife. And then so canary has that. The penguin has basically the mini penguin, regular penguin, slip joint penguin, button lock penguin, large penguin, and then you have titanium penguin, frag penguins. Also, you have all the dealer exclusive penguins. So that's where sometimes people come up as a show and say, "Do you have this penguin in this blade steel?" It's like, "Oh no, sorry, that's a dealer exclusive model." So that's where it is. There's a lot of things out there, and penguin's one that is accepted from what $32 all the way up to probably $400 for what Caviso offers for some of theirs. So that's kind of an interesting thing. So Tim, hey, how's it going, Dave? So yeah, testing out a software for it. Leafy Wiggle, interesting. Yeah, full size. You want to see the full size canary fixed blade? So let me grab that in one moment. So if you guys like this format too, let me know. But there's going to be something simple. So we just had, I want to see the full size canary fixed blade, and there you go. So super fast, super simple, so you can kind of see what that looks like. And then if you have any other fixed blades, then we can pull one of those out too, so you can get kind of a size comparison for the knife. So one thing nice about this guy is going to be this mount. So a lot of times people are like, okay, well, I would like it but I don't want it in vertical position. I want it to be horizontal carry. That's very more popular. So make it horizontal carry. So it does have little lobes, kind of keeps it in place. It's not going to be a one that is moving around or rotating that you don't want it to. But this is going to be, does have the push on it too. So this one has the little push to be able to release very easily, because we did the Bison V1 and the V2. V1 did not have this, so it was a little thing that was added to the V2 version, but easily push on it and pop that out. That's going to be the Canary fixed blade knife for this guy here. And if you have any specific questions, let me know on that too. But this is going to be what that looks like. Also for the micarta, it's a very nice micarta, almost like a burlap style. So I'll put that under to be able to see this. So this is the focus. So that's kind of the burlap micarta. And then it has, I mean, and this is like $63, I think is the current price on this guy. We do have free shipping on the website too. So you're paying $63. So that's the one thing that's nice about it. For the products you order direct, you do have that option to just have it shipped out to you. Anything USA will be fulfilled by me in Salem, Oregon. Anything that is international will be fulfilled by the folks in China. So that's going to be that difference there. That's the handle material there. So let's get that. But yeah, super simple for the rotation. So it does still have retention for it. You're going to have to be able to move it over. But once you get into that spot, then it's going to stay there for what you want to do. So that's comparison to the regular size penguin. It does have the micarta for it too, so that's what makes it nice for these guys. And there'll probably be other variants that come out later. But then if you want a black blade, the Bison did not have a black bladed version. This one does. So if you want to get that in the black blade and different handle materials, that is available in the Canary fixed blade. And very nice retention for that too. So thank you for the option, or ask for that. If anything else, if you guys want to check out, then let me know and I'll pull it out and then be able to show you. You can order it, I can get it shipped as well. So that's that, guys. Let's put this guy away. Oh, losing stickers. Yeah, the Penguin is one that I actually don't have a lot of dealer exclusive ones. So I do have Penguins, but I don't have, I guess I don't have some customers have a bigger collection than I do for Penguins. So one moment while I put that away. Yeah, but again, let me know if you like this format and if you guys have any other information that you're looking for. Traditional pocket knives. Yeah, traditional pocket knives one is one that with how many variants we had out there, I thought we were kind of done with the variants. And then he came out with his for the jig bone pattern for that titanium. And it was like, okay, well, that's really nice. So good job there to him for that guy. It's done very well. And that titanium with that jig bone works really well. And a lot of times he gets it before some other folks, because that's kind of his thing. So that is his dealer exclusive. So if you want the mini penguin, the regular penguin, some ones, I think he has the hedgehog as well. So that's one thing that's very nice to be able to pick up over at his website for traditional pocket knives, or also called C. Reisner. TP has a TP? Is that right? What is that, Tim? I don't know what that means. Well, I know what it means, but I don't know if it means that in the same context. No, so this is going to be ones that we have for the sale. So spring sale is all the way to the 31st. So you do have that countdown happening. But I mean, some of these prices that you're going to have for, so the large penguin or the penguin plus for 135, and it's normally 175 at the dealers. And then you're also going to have this guy here. So that's going to be also the plus for this one. So you're also going to have the regular penguin, a little bit lower, the brass And then titanium one. So titanium penguin, 154 cm, $69, $79 is a great price. Yep. Thanks for joining. Ultim penguin, we might, because in the Ultim, in Ultim Canary, have you guys seen the Ultim Canary? Oh, wait a moment, but I can grab the Ultim Canary. That one I brought, I didn't bring enough to the show. So we sold out really quick in Texas for the Ultim Canary. Some people still like it. We're trying to find different colors for it, but it seems like that's kind of it for Ultim. And it is one that kind of, it cracks sometimes. But that's one thing about it. But people like it. It's a cool little translucent color. But if you guys want to see that one, I can grab that for, pardon me. So I can grab that one for the knife as far as the Ultim one. And if you guys really want the Ultim Canary or Penguin, then do let us know in comments and everything else. And then we do look at those things and actually see what the market is looking for. And if you guys are even interested to, I've kind of tossed around the idea as far as maybe having even website exclusive items. So if there's enough people that have interest, then they can do like a dealer exclusive for direct. That was just something I was throwing out there. So I don't know if that's going to come to fruition or not, but that is something that I was thinking about. So, but our Ultim is actually, it has a nice pattern to it. So if you haven't seen the pattern on it, it is one that actually is kind of almost like gun stock grips. Yeah, cool. So you guys think that that would be a pretty good thing for a site exclusive? I think it would be a good place to kind of test out different materials and different things to not make a full run and have it out to the dealers, but just to have it available to kind of see what people are looking for with products. And I'll get this in focus and I'll pull it over to it. So you'll see, I mean, this is all CNC machine. So there's our Ultim material. Dwayne, how's it going? Yeah, Hedgehog is one that is really cool. If anybody has connections to Sega, I am also kicking around the idea of making a Sonic the Hedgehog, but I don't want to have any type of infringements on their copyrights and everything else. But I think a Sonic the Hedgehog would be an amazing item, especially so put a gold ring around the pivot and have it be blue for the handle for the Sonic the Hedgehog. That would be pretty crazy. Yeah, but that's our Ultim material. You can see kind of it is does have that pattern to it. It is all CNC. It's all CNC machined for that Ultim. Yeah, but if you guys like that, I can definitely put that into the factory. You see, there is a demand for the Ultim material, but also Ultim material in the mini, the regular size, the plus size. Probably not, might not be the slip joint, but I know some of the other ones might be an option for having that available. But that's the one here. So Canary is one that has just a really great action for it. It is a little bit smaller than the Penguin. So that's just laying on my finger there as far as the total length for the knife. But action, I think, is really great. These are still running on washers for the Penguin. These are running on bearings, also in 14C28 instead of the D2 blade steel for the standard variation. But I think it's a really good knife. So this is the one that I'm trying to kind of have them go head to head. So hopefully we can get something else to kind of step up and actually kind of take on the reigning Penguin. So that's might be the Canary here, or even the Otter. If you haven't seen the Otter is a great value. I like the one with the gold liners. Some people might think it's gaudy, but I think it works really well. You have to turn on a setting on my camera because there's a camera setting for product photography. So I think that's one thing that I'm kind of having to readjust a little bit. But that's the two different sizes for these guys. Isn't there a way to also do hashtags in here somewhere to do giveaways? Some people are doing that too. Yeah, Mamba. We have a Mamba and then the Mamba V2. So there's the difference on that one. The standard Mamba was in carbon fiber, also had some Raffir Noble, and then the newest one is the V2 D2 blade steel for under $50 for that guy. Yeah, but once you get the hashtag, sorry, these are gonna be questions because I'm just kind of figuring this out. So once you put the hashtag on there, how do you choose or pick the winner from the hashtag? So that's the question. Leave it in the comments so I can kind of figure it out as I go. And then we'll probably play around with it. Yeah, feel free to silently lurk. It's fine. Yeah, it'll be something I'll figure out. But it seems like the software itself, I like how it works. I am using a MacBook and just trying to go live with the MacBook by itself. It wasn't recognizing the system, and I just had the camera on the computer. I didn't want to use the camera on the computer. I'd rather use the setup that I already have. But we'll try and figure that out. Yeah, the Copperhead also, have you seen the newer variant with the different micarta? So the Copperhead has, the original one has the little orange pivot ring, and the newer ones also has some kind of a burlap micarta too. I can grab one of those too if you'd like to check that out. We're working through some of these guys. So yeah, I mean, 60, $70 for titanium penguin. You'd have the hornbill on sale, 120. Uh, pangolin, so the D2 blade steel, 35 bucks. That's the Mamba. So this is the Mamba that is, I'm out of stock in the United States. So if you're in the US, I don't think this is going to allow you to order it. Oh, maybe it does. I don't know why. Oh, okay. That's the other model. Okay, so these are the V2 versions. So 36 bucks for the V2. So that's pretty sweet. So spring sale, let's go back to the spring sale. Yeah, so you also have the Grebes, Grebe T is a new one. Even the Bison V2, which is the winner that we had for Texas for last year. It's a program that picks the winner. I will have to research that. Thank you very much for that information, but I will have to look that up. Yeah, and there's new copperhead. So let me grab one of the copperheads that we have. The also for the hornbill, it's actually S35 for the hornbill. So the hornbill, where do we go? Where'd it go? Pocket knife. Oh, there you go. Yeah, hornbill is S35. So you have different handle materials for it. And then it is a S35. You have multiple deployment methods for the knife too. So when it's closed, you have that front flip, you have the hole, you have the thumb stud. So a lot of different things. You have that titanium pocket clip. But let me grab the other one. Nice. Yeah, so if you folks didn't know about the Copperhead, it's a QS 109 for the number. So I'll show you the first one or the initial model first. This is what we have for the Copperhead. So you see, it does have that ring. So that's a G10 ring that's kind of inset and then machined. That's going to be the first variant. So it does not have a deep carry pocket clip, but really deep carry pocket clips are kind of for other people's interests. But this does help you take it out of your pocket easier. But that's going to be the V1. Well, not the V1. It's not really a V2, V1, but it's just a different handle material. So this is going to be the one with the micarta. So there's kind of the denim style micarta. So it did lose the ring for it, but you do have it in the micarta variant. So you either have the G10 or you have the micarta. So if you wanted to get it different, so this one still does have a pivot ring, but it's actually a blue pivot ring for the copperhead. So you're going to see right here. Compared to this guy. And those are available on the website already too. So different way you can pick it up. Yeah, but same blade material. It also has a black blade option. So if you want to go with the black blade and the micarta, that would match up pretty well as well. But that's going to be what you have here. Camera. Yeah, but 14C28 for the blade steel. And then, yeah, different color. So it does have just the aluminum color over the kind of the machined G10 orange one. And that's how it sounds for action. Hopefully it doesn't hurt too much. That's right next to the microphone, so if that's too loud, do let me know as well so I don't do that again. But that's something that you can kind of hear how the knife opens. Sadly, the one that I actually liked the most got discontinued, which is the Piglet. I can pull out some of the models that I was able to locate for that knife. I do like the Canary a lot, and actually, I probably like the Otter with the newest one is going to be the Otter with the gold liners. But I can pull out some of the ones that I have for the Piglet, kind of give you an idea as far as which ones are out there somewhere that you could possibly find, but some not. You actually have a Damasteel variant. So QSP did have a Damasteel variant. If you didn't know, Damasteel is there's Damascus, which doesn't necessarily have the better performance than other steels, but there's the Damasteel, which is one that has a premium performance and also a premium price tag. So Damasteel is normally about, I think, 7 times more expensive than premium steels. It's pretty, but it's expensive. So they do have a Piglet out. It was about $300. I don't know if it's on sale now, but that was the original price of it, $300 for that with the Fear Noble. And I think I still have it somewhere. So I'll try and locate that so you can see what that looks like for it. But I also like which one was the other one? There's another one that I liked. No, it'll come back to me. But let me grab the other ones. Again, if you guys have any other things you want to check out, let me know. So I was able to pull out that Copperhead that does have that newer model. Sorry for the blank air, almost back. All right. So if you didn't know what the piglet looked like, so I had a Piglet. I have one that we did for another company. And this is actually one I bought when I first started to work with QSP, which was the Worker. This one's going to be with the carbon fiber and G10. So I picked that one up, N690 for that blade steel. So that's one of my personal knives. So this is the Piglet. A lot of times you won't like this dual tone. as far as that G10. So it is two different materials that are put together and machined. So as far as lines on it, I mean, there's no seam lines for it. Let's see. So that's what it looks like between the two materials. So there's not going to be a solid line necessarily, but that's going to be how those look. There's, I think, 2 or 3 variants still out there for that guy. And there's one that I picked up. Um, it's from Steel Tack. I think it's in Europe somewhere for this guy. But this is going to be the one I got. It's a QSP for that same piglet. But this one does not have thumb studs, and it has a micarta scale. So still locking, but this is just one that does not have that dual tone for it. So it doesn't have that type of material, and does have that nail nick for the knife. So a little different. So it was made specifically for, I believe it was a magazine, but there's one that I tracked down and I picked up, and this is one that is the current production model. Should have very few on the website now. Otherwise, other websites will have it too. And then the premium one, to see what that looks like. So this is the one that might still be out there somewhere, but this is the premium Raffier Noble Damasteel Piglet. So this is at the time, this was out when QSP was still known for $25 knives. So in making a jump to $300 was a little bit of a stretch and a little harder. So these probably didn't do as well as we would like them to, but this is a Damasteel version for this guy. So if you see that blade, so there's actually the Damasteel company, not Damascus, but Damasteel. And this was a limited run of, I think it was 300 units or 200 units. No, 100 units. So 98. So you could get one of 98 items. So if you see, no, you can't see that. I just put it in here. So I'll adjust that when I get it under there. There we go. Yep. So this model is 89 of 98. This is that Damasteel variation. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I mean the Piglet is one that I really like. It's a very comfortable in hand, but it's just one that didn't really catch on too well. I don't think a lot of people liked it very much, but I mean it just fit really well. Nice blade shape. I like it, but that's where I don't know if we need to go back and just modernize it. I mean, change up the pocket clip, make it a deep carry clip or something. But this is, yeah, this is a premium one for the Damasteel Raffier Noble Piglet, $300. Yeah, so we have, what was it, 30? Yeah, so right now we're at model 55. So they're not all active. Some of them have been discontinued, but I believe we have 55 models currently that are either there or somewhat discontinued. But we have different ones that are out there. So also, if you guys have any other ones that you want to check out, again, do let me know. Let me know if you like this format, because it kind of just allows you to kind of see what you want to see. So other than me making a video and then you're like, oh, I'm not interested in that, let me know what you're interested in. So I'll go and pull it out and show it to you and show it off that way. Just another way to do it. But this is going to be what we have. So that was where we left off as far as the hornbill. These guys, so the Mamba, the Woodpecker 179 for M390, titanium handle. This one's, I think, one of the best values, like for the Pelican S35 large blade, $85 for that one. And then you have the minis. So these are 14C on bearings, $38. The full guys. Then you have the Hawks. Hawks are also one of those ones that is a good seller for us too. There's a lot of different variants out there. We also do have this brass variant with kind of a orange peel material. Oh, this is the other one. So the leopard is one that I like. It's a little bit small for some, but I like the way it's packaged. I like the way it looks for that guy. Yeah, the Pelican's good. I mean, that's where it's just like um, it seems like that one for the materials and the size. If you're looking for a large knife, S35 VN, it's a great value. There's another one from the Legatus. That one was a Dutch Blade Works design, so that one is now discontinued for that one. So you can pick that one up. Also have the hamster next to that, little guy, also S35. Mini Pelican. Uh, It's possible, but the current Pelican model doesn't sell as well. So if a mini would be better, we could probably look at that for kind of bringing it down a little bit in size. Are you looking for like a 3.25 or like a 3 inch, kind of like a penguin size? So this is the one here. So size wise, for this one, the blade length is 3.625 for this guy. It is. I mean, that's where it's not interesting with a lot of times with the um, when you go into the hobby, sometimes things start with a small knife. I remember when I was first getting into it, like it was like my knife was like super tiny, and I was like, okay, that's big enough. I don't need anything bigger than that. And I had the Skyline, which was like, well, that's the only knife I'll ever buy. Would be the Kershaw Skyline, and then it got bigger from that. So you get used to it. But yes, the bigger knife is a little. Um, scary for some. But yeah, I mean, a smaller one. Let me know as far as what you think for size wise for it, because right now close length is 4.75, and then blade length is 3.625. So maybe a 3.25. I think 3.25 is a nice blade length for most folks. And put away the other knives. Yeah, so this is the size of the Pelican. So you can definitely see size wise. I mean, it's bigger now than the Penguin, but not too bad. I mean, it is still considered a full size knife. Yeah, so probably a 3 inch, so pretty much penguin size. Yeah, we'd have to see how the handle kind of transfers to that, as far as that shape. That might be an idea though. But what we're going to do for the video for this one, we are going to do giveaways for folks that are present. So you only have 6 people watching right now, 8 people. Oh, it changed. Okay. If you go over to the link in the description, click on that, add a comment, put in, I guess, kitchen or pocket knife. I don't know. I'm going off. So put in the kitchen or pocket knife, whichever one you want to pick up for that. So these are the ones that we're giving away. So we're going to have this one for the kitchen knife. That's going to be that one, or the pocket knife for the Osprey. So click the link, go leave a comment there. Just say pocket knife or pocket or kitchen. And now we'll choose which one it is. But that's going to be what we're going to have for giveaways for those. And then you can, once you win, you can email, and then we'll do some verification and kind of go from there. Nice. it's very good odds. So hopefully we can get to a point where it gets worse odds. But I mean, that's where I mean we are working to just still get into the market. I think for positive, I think overall QSP has a very good reputation as far as a knife brand. Uh, we're just trying to get, or I'm trying to figure out the micro tech effect. I guess it would be like like we don't have people running a door to go QSP. I need a QSP knife. So that's where you guys have ideas, let us know as well. But that's the thing they're trying to figure out that type of effect on people as far as just really wanting a certain model and camping out and running for it. Now that's an interesting type of thing to have. So that's where now I'm just trying to figure out what that might be because even for our slip joint, I think our slip joint is fantastic as far as how it's done now. So that's what you would expect from us in the future for the penguin slip joint as well as the hedgehog slip joint. Yeah, the leopard, I mean, it's a good size, but I'll show you what the size difference is between that and the penguin, because it is a little bit smaller, but it's kind of like daggery, like stubby. So even the lark has a good front flipper for that guy, but this is going to be the leopard. So if you see here, it's very sleek in handle profile. So if you don't like to have this kind of real estate taken up in your pocket, this is going to be much smaller and thinner. Also does have a flipper tab, doesn't have a thumb stud on it, but there's going to be that size. So overall length is going to be about the same as a penguin, but it's just going to be a different style to, I think, I mean, the design kind of flows well. It's kind of, I think my preference on how the designs work as far as that flow. I think even for some other models, but yeah, that's going to be for the leopard for that size. It does have a deep carry clip as well for this knife. So these are two different styles for deep carry. So very similar. This one goes underneath the scale, and this one does right on top. And then we also do have a milled titanium clip on the grebe. So if you get the premium grebe, that one actually has a milled titanium deep carry. Yeah, it does have a very subtle for that flipper tab, but it does function. Because sometimes there's some flipper tabs that are like so small that it's like you fail it a lot of times. What else we had? And then otter. I think I was gonna grab an otter too. So I'll grab an otter to kind of see the size on that. So this guy. Yeah, so this one takes me a little bit back to kind of, I think it was the VV timeline, but this one's the otter. So small, sleek gold liners. So there's the budget side. So size wise, so it's going to be smaller than the penguin. So handle and blade length is smaller. But yeah, gold liners. So I mean, I think it works for this knife as far as that one is going to be kind of a gentleman's carry type of knife or your EDC. But this one does not have a deep carry clip. But again, it makes it easy to take out of the pocket, and then doesn't have any screws or anything else to kind of bind up underneath the clip. Yeah, but that's going to be it. So now let's try and see if there's any in the prior comments already, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Let's do. Yeah, because there's this comment picker. I just don't like the look of it. I don't know if it's more accurate or does a better job, but that's the commentpicker.com. This one seemed a little bit more streamlined, but pickawinner.co is this one. It seems like we don't have anybody in there. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Nope. So we'll have to play around with that, I guess. To comment on that. So some people want the kitchen knife, which is cool. Nobody wants a pocket knife. So that's going over a little bit. Somebody on that one. But we'll come back to that one. So any other questions, anything else you guys want to check out? Otherwise, we'll do a quick drawing and then we'll see what else. Oh, gotta catch up with the comments. Yeah, I know, but it's cool. No problem, Tim. But yeah, that's where, yeah, just use the capybara one and then just put it in there. That's the video I'm pulling from. For the slip joint, have you, I guess, have you handled many slip joints? Or is it that you have like bad experience? Like a lot of people have their scars on their hands from where that snap closed on them or something. I just stayed still. Like it was just like, what's going on? But for the slip joint, you said that you don't like slip joints, but is that because you had a bad experience with one, or you just think it's too heavy, too light for pull on it? Because the hedgehog, I think, is done very well, and then you still have the penguin for the slip joint, as well as a premium penguin. So we do have some with fat carbon on it. Yep, yeah. So that's normal. So that's where most people have like their scars on their knuckles or anything else for a knife that may have closed on them for a slip joint. So they're like, I want everything that has a lock. So definitely understand that. Uh, if you have a chance, it would be good to kind of check it out for the slip joint that we do have. So there's a slip joint. So hedgehog. Can't read that, so I don't know why I put it up there. But the hedgehog. So is this guy. Whoop. Again, traditional pocket knives has a premium version of this guy, but I'll try and put it up here so you can hear it. So walk and talk wise, good. Also for what traditional guys like, this one is a modern traditional knife. because it does have a closed stop pin. It doesn't have a kick, so when you're squeezing on it, the spring's not going to pop out of the back because the knife is not actually making contact with the back spring. But it is going to be one that is closed position, middle position, and open position is going to be flush. So that's one thing as far as quality wise for slip joint folks, they really like that. So you might have the same idea as far as slip joints as I do about double D10 knives. That's one that I was playing around with one of the double D10s, not ours because we don't have any. But if we did, I probably wouldn't. I don't really like them too much. But double D10 ones, I was kind of flipping it back and forth, open, close, slipped, and then I went back to open and I cut my finger. So that's what happened with the double detent. I personally don't like double detent knives, but slip joint, I think ours done very well. And I think this is a Spanish tip razor style from what I saw. Might be Dwayne. Might be the last person. But I mean, it's one that not everybody likes it, but it is a common one. So most times, if somebody's going to offer a knife up to somebody that doesn't have one, the Penguin would probably be on their list as far as, well, go get a Penguin. Just like some other models have been kind of a synonymous. Like, well, try that one out first, see if you like it. Yeah, so the Lark is another one with like two different deployment methods for it. Very compact in size for it. So that's going to be this guy. So you have two different deployment methods for it. You do have the flipper tab on one side, and then you have the front flipper. So you can open it both ways. So that's where for all the folks that just fidget with their knives a lot and just want a little bit more difficulty to do that, or something else to open, then that's going to be how this one is. That's going to be for the Lark knife. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's one to try. I mean, with anything, I mean, you have so many different options out there, but the Penguin is one that covers the full range of budget to premium. It's accepted across that range, so it's kind of an interesting one, and it's kind of become part of knife culture in a way. At least that's what it feels like as far as the Penguin for QSP. That's also one thing nice about with other knives getting awards and different ones coming out and gaining popularity is we're not just the Penguin company. We have different models, we have different things, we have fixed blades, and then all of ours are either the slip joint or we do have just manual knives. We don't have any assisted knives in the lineup, so that makes it kind of nice. Anybody else? So Stellar Valley, yep. Yeah, and I'll try and do more of the lives. And Tim, I'll try and figure out how to do the moderators because I don't know. Maybe I don't have moderators since we're under 1,000 subscribers or something. But that's where we'll try and play around with it. But any of the other knives that you guys want to check out or see, let me know. But I'll do a quick drawing for who's in here. I'll probably wrap up here a little bit to see where we are. Then we'll go back on this. One moment. And one of my sons came in. What's up?
Could you make it colder upstairs?
Yeah. The boys are working in their room and they said it's getting a little hot in the house. So they asked if I could turn it down. If anybody has like an Ecobee, it makes it kind of nice. And you can kind of do those things when you're not next to the thermostat. So, there we go. So that should set it. So let's see. Let's go back. We'll reload on the page here. Custom filters, keyword. Let's try that one. Still nobody wants it. So I guess we're just going to do the drawing on the kitchen knife. So you guys can try that out. So let's reload. We'll do the kitchen knife drawing. And it's Leafy Wiggy 4427. You got it there. So if you're still in the comments, are you in the comments as well? So we can kind of get that information out to you. I think you're still here. I don't know if that was a while ago or not. I haven't seen them in a bit. Leafy, are you still here? Leafy. Is it Leafy? I may be saying it wrong. Oh, there you go. You had a 33% chance of winning, and you got it. So now reach out to me. Send me an email on info_USA at QSP Knife, not knives, knife.com. Oh, actually, it's on the screen. So QSP Knife. So info_USA at QSPKnife.com, and I'll get that shipped out to you probably tomorrow. So we'll get that shipped out to you so you can kind of get in hand. It's real wood, so don't put it to the dishwasher and everything else. But that's what it is. So that's where this guy is. So this one is a 14C28 for the blade steel. So most of our, I'm gonna go to the other screen. So most of the knives are either 14C or a Damascus laminate. So this one is the 14C. So that's going to be a knife that will be going home to you. I do still have some oil on it, so I'll clean that up as well before I send it. I'll send it out before I send it. But that's going to be the knife that will go out to you. There's an 8-inch knife. If there's any other knives that we're missing in the lineup, let us know too. And then we can kind of play around with it. So we have a lot of 8-inch knives, and then we have a 4-inch that also does have a sheath. So you can actually now do a pocket drop with that one if you would like to. Otherwise, you do have even the butcher knife. That one does have a sheath too. And super light too. I mean, that's where one thing that just for the size of it, I mean, most times it's going to be a pinch grip style. So you're going to have it more in this fashion. So I think the balance point is somewhere around, somewhere basically right at the bolster almost. So pretty much right at that choil area. So you're going to have it in pretty much right here. And then you can either do it this way, or most times it's going to be the pinch grip. But that's going to be the one that will be out to you. John Wick approved? Might be, but I think I would like to have it a little bit thicker if I'm going to be smacking it around and stuff. But yeah, definitely. But if there's anything else, I guess let me know if you guys like this format, because this is one that I'm kind of just playing around with. Because other than showing you what's the latest and greatest, which I'll still do, I'll still show videos on that. But if you guys like to be able to kind of interact a little bit more, I can grab things on the shelf, show it to you folks, have some of the new products out there that you can actually take a look at. If you had a question on something, that I can pull that on and go, well, how does that compare to this knife? What does the material look like on the handle? That's something easy way to do it. Yep. Yeah, but so it's good. We'll work on improving a little bit. If you guys can share us out there, so the QSP side, so would like to get to 1,000, because then I can also live stream from my mobile device. So if I'm at a show, I can live stream. I can't do that now. I have to use a computer to actually do a live stream if we're not to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And then also if there's any comments or any content that you're missing, I'm not going to be rope cutting and everything else. That's just not what I do. But if somebody wants to do that, then let me know their channel, and we can send them over one to do a rope cut on or something. But that's where we are still in the community, still have new models coming out. QSP this year is going to be focusing on our brand. So we're going to have probably about, I think it's about 4 models per quarter. So the other 2 are going to be announced, or the other models are going to be announced at Blade Atlanta or soon before. But we do have the Unicorn and also for the Volt, and then we'll have the other ones coming out too. And I think that's all the comments that we have down. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks to get that out there for bees. And I could probably pop onto some lives too. That might be a good thing to pop onto some live streams too. And thanks for enjoying the format. Just an idea that I had for it, because a lot of people don't get to go to blade shows. So we do go to, so we just had the Texas one. Very good barbecue for down there. First year, I didn't find any good places. Second year, I found some place I'm going to go back to. And then we'll have the Atlanta show. Then we'll have the Utah show. Actually, next month, there'll be a Eugene show in Oregon. So since that's a pretty local show, I'm able to drive down to it. And then last year, there GEC was there, and also Spyderco. So it actually seems like a pretty decent show in Oregon. So if you guys are in the market around that area, that's going to be a show that will be out as well. And then, yeah. So we'll play around with this. We'll try and work on a little bit more of a time frame, see how we can do moderators, see how we can do the giveaways better. Nice. Yeah, but if there's anything else, if not, thanks for joining. Leafy, you got the kitchen knife, so send me an email. I'll get that out to you as soon as I can get that confirmation, and then we will go from there. I'll see if this even saves, because it is a live stream, so hopefully it saves to the QSB side. But if not, then this is there's no history of it. So that's how it goes. I'll leave, just in case there's a little bit of a lag to it, I'll leave a little bit of time for any other questions, comments, concerns, anything else that you guys have. And then otherwise, I'll end the stream so you guys can get over to here's some other streams that are happening. But again, this one's coming out, Volt, and then Unicorn. So these are the 2 guys hitting the market next month. I do, yes. So, the USA side. So the Instagram for the USA side, there's I think 3 QSP ones. So there's one major one for the QSP side, then there's a QSP USA is the one that I have access to. Yep. So we also do have the variant. So the variant is under our brand now. So we were doing the OEM work from before, and now we are doing the variant as a QSP. So that's for Jacob Lundquist, not Justin Lundquist. There's 2 Lundquist, even though I think they pronounce their last name differently. But that's the Jacob Lundquist one. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for joining. Going to be ending. No other questions. Thank you for joining, and also congratulations for the win on the knife. And then I'm going to click on end stream, and it probably won't work. So we'll see how long this takes. End stream. Yes, I want to end stream.